Hello YouTube, this is Carl, the Happy Onyx Guy. Today we're going to take a look at the Onyx stainless steel cogs. You see they come in this packaging. That kind of looks very similar to, racing. But anyway, it's a cog that's made in USA, obviously. It's 3/32 and this one's 14/2. Now these are Shimano compatible cogs. So if you have a Shimano DX hub, for example, where it uses a 9-spline cog driver similar to this one, it should fit on these splines, like so. So I gotta unwrap it. There's also the Shimano DXR, the newer one. Odyssey had hubs that were using the same driver, just like this, basically, just seal bearing. There was ACS. There's AC. Bombshell, box components. They all usually have a driver like this, and including Onyx. Onyx hubs usually have a standard Hyperglide 9-spline driver like this. I say Hyperglide because it has the fat and skinny tooth. It's not really that important in a sense to have a Shimano hub because, like, Profile made 3-speed hubs that use a driver like this. This is one I obtained not long ago. You kind of see it's chewed up, but it has a Hyperglide spline. Yeah, it has the fat, skinny spline right there. It's kind of hard to see. But we're going to stick a driver cog like that on one of these. Now this is the chewed up one. This is the one I recently acquired, like I said, and I have a video on this one. But the older one that I've been using is not chewed up, so I'm going to probably put that cog on the non-chewed up one. It's just not where I am right now. You would have to space it out at least that far for this cog. But then we got the Surly cog right here. This is what I was using before, so Surly cog goes right on. And yeah, the main thing I wanted to address is that Surly been, I don't know what they're doing. It's the Surly cog. This is a 15 tooth. I haven't needed to use, but it's kind of hard to tell. I can thread this on. We'll just use this old totem that's beat up as a guide, but if you kind of look at the cog, you can, if you try to align the spline to a hole, you can kind of see how it goes up and down a little bit. It's not so bad on this cog, like this is a 15, but on the 14 tooths I've been getting, they've been really out of round. Like, they're not, it may not seem like a lot, but once you get it on the bike, it's almost like it's extremely out of round. This is a profile cog on the titanium driver, and when you look at this one, it's grinding a little bit, but it's pretty precise. So that's the thing I liked about the profile cogs, they're kind of still precise. The problem is, like, the teeth wear out really fast. So I still go back to these when I have to, but I don't want to, for example. So let me just unwrap this Onyx cog without getting a headache. So it feels very light, like it's noticeably lighter than the Surly one. There's a lot less meat to it in the sense that if you look at the flange, it's just at the flange of the teeth. This one has like a little bit more meat at a higher point. This is also a 15. It's going to be heavy regardless, right? But you can see how it's more of a centered offset. Like there's a slight difference between both sides, but not that much. I mean, this side might be a 1 millimeter, and this might be like 1.5. It might not be different. But what I wanted to see is how it looks like when it's tightened on here. It's still just as loose feeling. I mean, it's not like it's tighter. But get this guy back on here, or it's tightened. I just want to see if it looks like it's rounder. So if we line up that hole, it doesn't look that much different. It is so hard to tell looking at it. I mean, you gotta really spin around for a while. But it looks kind of, I don't know. I'm just using that hole as a guide, right at the tip of my stiff finger, but they're kind of staying lined up with that hole. So I just wanted to see how tight I can get the chain with the Onyx driver. For the most part, it looks nicer. I'm not going to say it doesn't. I mean, maybe I'll just take the whole driver off to move. Like the totem is my beat up totem I got in 2013 and put like 12,000 miles on it. But this driver has seen many miles too, obviously, whoever had it before me. But I'm still going to use it with one bike. Not so much the bike I want to use with this, but yeah, it looks like it's sitting rounder on this driver anyway. It doesn't have that much slop. It has the slop this way, but that way, not so much. It could be also a little bit more, inward or more outward. I just want to see how long it lasts and see if it's worth its $50, because that's how much it costs. Now, I think Box makes titanium ones. Don't quote me on that because I don't know. But the Box ones aren't even made in USA either, just like everything else that Box makes. But it isn't really the issue. I just want to find a cog that lasts a long time, is round, and still works on my profile hubs for the most part. This will still work with every other hub, but we'll just see how much it's worth through the season. So it's going to go on the Carver. I don't know when I'm going to put it on there. Maybe I'm going to say if I do the Ragbri. Yeah, because I'm doing the Ragbri this year. So that's news. But I'm going to end up putting this driver on the 125R tour bike still until I find another one of these. There's a guy from Canada that has a 3-speed hub on eBay. The problem is that he won't show a picture of the actual spline of the driver. He says, oh, you can look at the cogs. The cogs don't matter. I don't care about the cogs. I want to throw the cogs in the trash as soon as I get the thing. I want to see what this looks like. I want to see if it's chewed up like this or it looks nice. Now, the ideal condition would be it looks nice. It may be it'd be worth dumping $450 on a bid on a hub set that comes with like a bunch of like grind discs you can't get rid of because nobody will even take them for free. A bunch of other things. But yeah, this is titanium. This one, the one that's on the other bike, I believe is stainless steel. So maybe the titanium ones in general will shoot up a lot easier. Like I even filed it a little bit, smoothed it out. But you can see how like the skinny cogs beat the crap out of the teeth. Just like they do the aluminum cogs. aluminum drivers. The only other option you get for a Shimano spline driver with profile hubs is on the Elite, and it's aluminum. So you think this is chewed up? Aluminum will chew up almost immediately. Like as soon as I get on the bike, it'll be destroyed. It won't just be destroyed at here though, it'll be destroyed at the paws too. The aluminum drivers that Profile makes are just trash. I mean, you use them for one race and you throw them away. So, yeah. I am looking for another one of these that's in good condition, not destroyed like this. But yeah, we're going to see what the season does for this guy. And I hope for the best, because it's $50. It better get me $50 worth of use. The profile cogs, like I said in another video a couple years ago, they get me like 600 miles before they start really squishing and make a lot of noise, like the teeth start squishing. The Surly cogs, on the other hand, they give me at least 1,000. So this is brand new, so don't look at this one. But I was trying to go bigger, like 4815. And I think what happens, like, I don't know why I changed. I think I changed it because the Carver tie doesn't have any real clearance for the chain, so I would go back to a 15 on the rear with a 48 on the front on that bike if I can push the sprocket in far enough. But right now we're going to try, you know, a 14 on the rear with the 46 still and see how long this lasts. Anyway, this is Carl at Being Nice Guy, and thanks for watching.